Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators, and here he is. Now sponsored for Achterberg FC as well. But before we get on to that, let's talk about today's game. Bridie's forgot her coat. Good to see her old man's helped her out and give her his.
Exactly.
You got 4 lads on there, Kevin.
I ain't silly, am I? I ain't going cold.
You just said, I said, do you want to quit doing an interview? And you said, there's not a lot to say about that game.
No, ain't a lot to say about it. It's the same as the other night.
Don't go crazy again.
Yeah.
Oh, not to go crazy. It's so frustrating. I mean,
I was really pissed off at half time. I'm not sure why, but it really got to me that first half.
Because we just didn't create anything, didn't get anywhere with the ball, and they weren't even a good side, so it wasn't like we had a lot to break down. I mean, admittedly, looking at the weather in the second half, we did pretty well in the first half, really, because they struggled.
I think Gary Rowett just said second half, abort mission, abort the tactical play at the back and just shit balls over the top, and it can work. We craved football, more football than we got under Neil Harris, and now we got it. I think Route 1 worked well in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, that goal was the scrappiest goal Smudger got on the end of it.
I thought it was an own goal.
No, he sort of run into it, the ball. He run in with the net, with the ball.
I think it was the lack of celebration that he was running along with the ball. I
think he thought there was going to be a foul because there was a bit of our player and another player, I don't know which one, fell.
Yeah, he could have blown.
What did you think, Bridie, of today's game? Did you think it was an improvement? Did you think we'd done the right thing changing formation?
I think changing formation spiced it up. Don't think it was very good. Also, that referee was totally biased. Like, that should have been a pen.
Every week, honestly, and it is getting silly now.
We had one game that was alright, but I don't know which one it was.
But the one against Malumbi, when he's clearly took him out with higher feet in the box. He's saying there's a coming together. A coming together of what? It's a fucking penalty. Sorry, all day long. The referees are against us. Simple as that.
I think you might have mentioned that in one of your previous.
Yeah, I've got a real big love of referees. I hate them.
Notts Forest next week. I keep saying, a point's okay, and this one we got to win, and this one we got to win. We are running out of games. Do you think we can do the business next Friday against Forest, and then can we make the playoffs?
As the person before me said, it's not impossible, but no, Millwall, I think it won't be. It will be. But also, I think Malumbi's really good. Malumbi.
I think Forest is a winnable game. I think we're going to surprise people, beat Forest, and be 3 points off the playoffs somehow.
We do seem to against the bigger sides, especially when we're not expected to win. We win.
Like against Fulham.
Yeah.
We won, didn't we? Or did we draw?
No, we drew, but it's a good point.
But it was a good game.
It's the Barnsleys, it's the Wigans, it's them teams in this world that we struggle against. Leave it, Kev.
I see a blonde bird walk past, sorry. No, but you got to look at the formation. We're not playing the same team of players each week, so how can we expect continuity in the team and them to gel together and perform if 1 week it's going to be 2 strikers, next week it's 3, then it's 2 others, then you got 1 up front, 5 at front, 5 at the back at home against Birmingham. Where's the formation? Where's the fluency in the team that he's playing?
They can't gel.
They can't gel if they're not playing week in, week out together.
I still think he's trying to pick his best team. I still think he's having a look at players with next season in mind as well. Do you know what I mean? I think, and it'll be interesting to see who he buys next season. Do you know what I mean? Definitely.
But he leaves himself well open there, because if that's the game he's playing, then everyone's expecting a major change in the summer. And have we got the finances to do the major? Every club he's been to has had money. He's been able to buy people for 6 million.
Very
8
true.
million.
Very true.
We haven't spent 8 million.
It's going to be a different
as a club.
It's going to be a different kettle of fish or spawn with that.
He's going to have to look harder at players that are coming through. I mean, if you look at that Chelsea game the other night, the Youth Cup game, that player in centre midfield for them, Boye, he left Mitchell for dead, and Mitchell's no slouch. Why are we not trying to get people like that, kids down here playing football for Millwall?
I think Gary Rowett's got the connections to do that. Kenny Jackett had good connections. Neil Harris not so much.
Money. You still need money with connections.
These 18-year-olds are on 30 grand a week now. Make no mistake about that.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I'm thinking that if that Chelsea player comes to us, we've got to pay half his wages. You're paying 15 grand. That's certainly more than our back four's on, because none of them are going to be on over 15 grand a week.
Exactly.
I mean, the big question is Wallace. I mean, Wallace for me, is he going to go? Is he going to stay?
I think he'll stay.
He's a great.
You think he'll stay?
I think he'll stay.
Would you sell him for 10 million?
Yes.
Yes, for me.
Invest in the side.
I think he almost tries too hard, bless him. He does try too hard. And I think in a better team than us, no disrespect to us, he won't feel as much pressure. And he'll be more free to play his game than instead of just trying to buzz everywhere and make shit happen.
Yeah, but don't you think he runs into a hole?
Yeah, definitely. He's standing on today. He's standing on the left wing with Conor Mahoney. The geezer sitting next to me said, "What the fuck are you doing over there? Get over to right midfield."
Because he wants to be on that side of the pitch.
Because I think he does feel the pressure, and I think it's good for him that he tries to do too much at times. Final word, because it's freezing. Bridie's forgot a coat, and you've got 4 layers on. Playoffs, yes or no?
No.
No.
Double no.
And a big summer spending? No, also. Are we going to watch the same shit next year?
Yeah.
Yes. Now you lions!
You went crazy.